things that Canadians complain about, but outsiders just won't understand. You ever realize how Canadians complain about everything, but still apologize while doing it?
Yeah, like sorry, but the snow is ridiculous.
Sorry, I've been at this Tim Hortons drive-thru for 18 minutes and I'm about to lose it.
Yeah, we're polite, but we're passively aggressively suffering all the time.
And it's always the same stuff. It's the weather, the potholes, the taxes, grocery prices.
Yeah, but let's not forget about construction. You know, it's summer when every highway only has one lane open. We really do have two seasons, winter and construction.
And during both, you're stuck behind a guy doing 40 in an 80 zone and somehow blasting Nickelback.
It's the national soundtrack. We got Nickelback and the sound of snowplows going at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, it's so true. We got people saying, you put your milk in a bag?
But that's the Canadian way. We'll complain about it constantly. But if anybody else does, we'll fight them with a snow shovel.
But honestly, beneath all those jokes, people are really, truly suffering today.
And yeah, we laugh it off because that's what Canadians do. But the truth is, it's getting harder and harder to stay optimistic.
Hi, my name's Daniel. I'm a broker owner of Danlee Group here in the Burlington, Oakville area.
I'm Sean, partner here at the Danlee Group in the exact same area he just mentioned. And we're here to talk about real estate.
You know, between the job market, the cost of living, and everything else, people really are on the edge these days.
And let's be real, it's not just the snow making life hard in Ontario.
So when you look at some of the job opportunities that are out there, you get some high-paying, very experienced jobs. You're going to get, 20, 30, maybe 50 people that apply for those jobs. You ever seen a job application, job fair for Starbucks or some of these small? There's a lineup around the corner for those jobs. Like everybody's trying to get that just above minimum wage job. Mm-hmm. That's how hard the job market now is in Canada.
Well, I mean, with the cost of living, everybody obviously always needs a job, but now more than ever. So there's a great need for jobs, and we don't have the jobs to accommodate our population here.
No, and I don't want to get political, but we should have more jobs. The tariffs isn't helping, of course, right? So are the job opportunities we had a lot of high-paying, I hate to say low-skill, but semi-low-skill jobs in some of these factory, workers that are getting non-existent. They're getting laid off. You look at our postal system. Like what is it, $1 billion a year they're losing?
Yeah.
And they're on strike right now, and we could lose the postal system in Canada.
And then what a hit that'll be to the economy.
Like how many people they employ?
I honestly don't know how many people they employ, but
a lot.
It's a lot.
Lots. And where are all those people going to work? Like only so many can go to FedEx or Purolator as they grow. It's going to be a massive hit on the job market. It is really, really hard right now. I know as a Canadian, we're complaining, see? I'm sorry to complain, but it is. Our job market definitely is stressed here right now. When we look at Canada, we have been an open country for immigration for a long time. And people came to Canada because for a better life. My parents did. A lot of people I know did. And they had job opportunities. Now they're coming and they are struggling. They're not finding those job opportunities. There's nothing available. It is really hard for these new immigrants that are coming in. So that's a massive struggle and a huge strain on our job situation now as well.
Yeah, and we have so many talented people come to this country that were doctors or lawyers in their country, and now they are forced into different positions that aren't doctors or lawyers. They're working as maybe an Uber driver or a customer service rep or a receptionist because that's the only jobs that they could get in this country.
So looking at immigration and immigrants coming in, like listen, I come from a family of immigrants. I have no issue with people coming to this country. I think it helps the economy, but it's also a strain on our economy.
Yeah, they're really doing a disservice to the people that they're bringing in because they're promised this better life or this better opportunity, but there isn't. That's just not coming to fruition. That's not here for them.
No, it's basically chaos they're putting them in. So it's not an us versus them issue. It's really a system issue.
And then there's the safety issue. Like you can't open the news without hearing about either car thefts or home break-ins. I mean, they're everywhere, and it's becoming overwhelming at this point in the country.
It's scary, and it's not an isolated situation anymore. It used to be you'd never see that crime or that violence, and now it's happening everywhere. Like I've had 2 cars stolen in the last 2 years. We've had break-ins in the area. There's shootings going on in these cities, like where we live, and that never happened before. It is overwhelming.
Yeah, the crime rate's skyrocketing right now, and we're getting more and more headlines about the home break-ins. People, someone had their home broken into, and they ended up defending themselves, and the intruder died. And now he's getting charged for protecting his family. And it's a very weird world we're living in here, where they're basically telling us to open the doors, let them in, let them take whatever they want, and we'll worry about the problems later.
Yeah, it is almost borderline out of control. And what our government and the police are doing, I think they're trying to do their best. I think they're trying to cure the situation as best they can. But unfortunately, I think they're underpowered and underserviced, and they just can't control the amount of crime that's happening right now.
Yeah, it's also very frustrating when you can't even have pepper spray to defend yourself. We have no means of defending ourselves, and it's a world where they can take whatever they want, and we just have to let them. Because I saw a stat of someone had 48 break-ins, or 48 or 70, and
That's a big spread, those two numbers.
yeah, it is.
Okay, let's go with 48.
They were charged 48 times for theft and break-ins, and they're released the next day, and then they do it again,
Yeah.
and again. So it's
I think we hear these stories just a little too much. When we start hearing about a poor child or somebody that's been violently attacked, and that person's been arrested 5, 6, 10 times, and the system he just comes in and out of the system, in one day and out a couple days later, and that shouldn't happen.
yeah. So it's not like they're all out and they're all walking the streets right now. Like, these stories get a lot more attention than others, but I think that it's something that really needs to be addressed and taken care of.
Yeah, but I still think it's better than the States.
It's not really a benchmark to be proud of, but yeah.
Well, let's talk a little lighter issue, traffic and infrastructure. We got any complaints about that?
Yeah, it's a never-ending nightmare. The 401's a legitimate parking lot. The QEW's a nightmare. The Gardner's no fun. So apparently they need to fix it. I don't know why. It's always broken.
I left today. I had to go up north, about an hour north. It was like 70 kilometers, and I put it into my Google Maps there. And it's an hour and 20 minutes to go 70 kilometers. Like it gets to the point where, when does it, and it wasn't rush hour. That was like mid-morning.
You can't, they're always working on infrastructure, but yet no progress has ever been made. The 401 has been under construction my entire life.
Yeah.
And I'm 31 years old. And they still haven't fixed it.
No, and they build these highways. They put 2 lanes in, and then it seems like a year or 2 later, we're going to make this 4 lanes. Yeah. So let's tear it all apart so only 1 lane works while we're making it to 4 lanes. So
yeah, and then in 3 years they're going to drop it back down to three lanes.
Like the way this area seems to look at infrastructure, and then you got them talking about building a tunnel underneath the the Gardner and through the 401 from here to Ottawa. I don't like some of the stuff. Let's not throw Doug Ford under the bus, but I mean, like, some of the stuff he's coming up with, and who's paying for this?
That's all right. Like, just keep eating Chapman's ice cream, and you'll be happy. That's all you need. I eat one of these every night before bed.
Maybe that's our problem. We need to eat more ice cream.
I'd be happy too.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the buses, the trains. Like everything is overbooked. Like last time I took the GO train, it was packed going to Toronto, and everything is and they're all off schedule, and planes are no better. I think they said that right now, flying within Canada, Air Canada runs 76% of their flights are not on time. 76% are not on time. Like some could be 5 minutes.
They're overcrowded. They're busy. It's so difficult just to find space anywhere right now. And have you seen that video saying, everything's getting better, and then the cameraman slowly just pans up to the stats of delayed, delayed, delayed?
And just a final question here. Is there any sort of work being done with the airlines in order to get flights actually on time or not delayed as much? Just curious if there's any work happening there.
Yes. So we've seen almost a doubling in terms of improvement on-time performance since last year. That is a reflection of all the work that we've done across the ecosystem together with our partner airlines, with agencies, reducing processing time, reducing wait times, and fine-tuning operations with our air carrier partner.
And like, as you could probably tell right now, it's not just the emotional stress, it's the physical stress. I just feel everyone's just getting burned out at this point.
Yeah, people are pretty much just in survival mode, it seems.
Before you're saving up to go out on a trip or to buy something. Now you're saving up to go out for dinner or to fill up your car with gas. There is no exciting things to save up for.
No, you're saving money to survive. That's about it. And that's the Canadian way.
We suffer in silence and then make a joke about it.
So there's a lot of stuff to complain about. I know we vented here for the last few minutes, but let's face it, I think Canada is a great country. For the most part, all the people are great. We're pretty friendly. We apologize a lot. We complain a lot. But for the most part, I think things are really good in this country.
Yeah, I think the humor is just part of the release at this point of all the pain that we feel inside. But I mean, really, who's not complaining about taxes, traffic, and coffee prices?
You know, and that's kind of what we do. Like when we think about the real estate market, it is a huge complaint to a lot of people. It's overpriced. It's really hard to get into. And there is a way of doing it, and it is still possible. Just making sure you do the right steps towards it.
So we're probably the only real estate agents crazy enough to say not to buy when you're not ready. But if you are, then give us a call. We'd be happy to help, or drop your comments below on any questions that you might have, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Sorry, but subscribe.
Oh, and sorry, please don't forget to subscribe. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.